out. Now she's looking for some votes of her own. Joining us now in a Hannity and Combs exclusive, Florida Republican Congresswoman Katherine Harris, who kicked off her campaign for the United States Senate just a few hours ago. Congresswoman, welcome to the show. Good to have you here.
Oh, it's so wonderful to be here. What a day. It was incredible.
Let me ask you this, and congratulations on your announcement. Are you at all concerned that the White House and the governor in Florida they've not yet come forward with the kind of support
Actually, they have.
They?
Governor Bush last week was so generous and gracious in his comments and wished me well and said I would be a formidable candidate. But, you know, today was such an incredible day. It was a historic day because one woman launched a United States Senate campaign and another woman successfully piloted the shuttle launch back to Earth.
Why do you think it's being reported, at least the press is reporting, that Karl Rove had other preferences, that Governor Bush had other preferences? Why is the press going with that?
I can't speak for the press. All I can tell you is ever since the press announced that I would be running, when I made my phone call some time ago, I've not had one negative conversation or back channel from anyone. So when we start talking about the state and all those that are so important and engaged and supportive around Florida, we've gotten overwhelming support, and it's so exciting. And it was memorable. As you can see, we just launched our campaign from where I grew up. And I have the courthouse in Bartow, Florida, right behind me.
Have you gotten any assurances from the White House that they will support you even if there's a primary? Assurances from Governor Bush that he will support you even if there's a primary? We're
in this race to stay. We don't, quite frankly, people are going to decide who's going to be their next United States Senator at the ballot. And so we look forward to their support. I'm certain when we're the nominee, we'll get it, if not before.
But in other words, you have not yet heard from Governor Bush that we're with you, we want you to be the candidate. The White House, Karl Rove, we want you, Katherine Harris, to be the Republican candidate.
You know, this is not about endorsements in the primary. We have to get through a primary first. But the governor, I have spoken with him on the phone, and again, there's been nothing negative since my announcement. But we're excited. This is going to be a great campaign. It's going to be a campaign about Florida's future. And we're going to get every single person involved. Now, I know Sean is going to be involved and supportive, but Alan, we think you should come along for this memorable journey.
Thanks for the invitation.
You're already my adoptive congresswoman, Congressman Harris, and
you're my favorite adopted constituent.
Well, look, I'm a political orphan.
A really telling campaign as well. Whenever we start looking at the differences, they could never be more clear. We're talking about results and being effective versus someone else that just talks. And so we look so much forward to talking about the issues and voting records and who really is the conservative progressive that's in the mainstream of Florida and who is the one who the National Journal says has one of the most liberal voting records in the United States Senate.
I sense a battle beginning here. Now, it's interesting.
It's going to be exciting.
You're taking a page out of almost the Hillary Clinton campaign, and that is you are going on a listening tour. You're going to be in every city in Florida.
We're going to start with this 5-day tour, 10 to 15 cities. It is all about listening. This is about Floridians saying what's most important to them and making sure that we create an agenda that we can drive and deliver back in Washington, D.C. So it's very exciting.
I want to ask you one question about what you and Alan were discussing as it relates to, when those negative articles came out about some of the hierarchy opposing you, did you call any of them and said, hey, is this true? I don't care when Alan's friends attack me, but when I see people that I think I like attack me, that's when I may pick up a phone.
Well, you know, the governor called and we had a wonderful conversation, and he actually said last week publicly what a formidable candidate and wished me well. And so what a formidable candidate I would be. So I think that was marvelous. We're moving forward. Everyone has said very supportive things coming out of D.C. today, and we can't wait. The race has begun.
When you were on my radio show earlier this week, and it was very interesting to me because, and I think illustrative of how people are going to want to attack you. I asked you about, you know, when people attacked you in 2000 personally, if it was tough. And you answered, and part of your answer was kidding around, and you and I have a good relationship, and the press said, Katherine Harris says they doctored her photos and all this stuff. And I'm reading this and I'm saying, this indicates to me that there are a lot of people that want to attack you. Are you prepared for that?
You know, of course, you know, that just goes with the territory, Sean, as you well know. But what's interesting is this campaign is about real issues and so many crucial needs for Florida. And we're going to move forward with a very aggressive agenda. We're not going to pay attention to the silliness and the petty comments. And quite frankly, women have joined me in this effort. And so it's not about appearances, it's about effectiveness.
You know something, Congresswoman, that's what I've always admired about you, is that you don't really listen to what the critics say, and you stay on what's important to you. But I will tell you this, people have been cruel to you at times and unfair, and it's amazing. You seem, are you affected by mean comments, or does it not? Or that's just, you goes with the territory if you're going to be in the public eye. Like, I get attacked all the time, but that's fine. Alan is usually 90% of those attacks come from him.
We've also doctored some of your pictures.
Yeah, I have, and I needed to. But you know what?
I have a great shot of you and me. I thought I could put up on the web.
Of me and you, or me and Alan? I think you have one with you and Alan the last time you were here, Congresswoman.
I saw it on the web, Alan.
Is that on your website?
My website, Alan.